Hello everybody and welcome to today's Pilates Strength Pyramid class. Today we're going to be using a mix of light weights and medium weights. My medium weights are 10 pounds, my light weights are 3 pounds. You don't have to use them. You don't have to use weights at all for this class, but if you want to, we've got the option there. If you haven't done a Pilates pyramid style class before, I don't think we've done this in the virtual studio yet, but we have done it on YouTube. How it's going to go, we're moving through 3 circuits. Each circuit has 2 exercises. Those 2 exercises are going to be supersetted, so we'll do them one after another. We'll start off the first round. We're going for 20 reps of each exercise. We work down to 15, then to 10, then to 5, and then we'll take a rest period and we'll move on to the next circuit. Okay, so I'm going to move us through a warm up and then we'll go ahead and get into things. When you're ready, find your way to your mat. You can sit cross-legged, legs out in front of you, sit in a long butterfly. That works great as well. Hands can come to the tops of your legs. Give me a big roll of the shoulders as you open up through your chest. Let your shoulder blades slide down and back as we take 4 deep breaths. Inhale through the nose, fill the body up with air, expanding through the rib cage from side to side and front to back. And then exhale out, let everything go. Good. Inhale through the nose, fill everything up with air. Exhale out, let it go. Good. For 2, big inhale. And exhale out, let it go. Last one, big inhale. And exhale out, let it go. Good. With your last one, we're going to reach the legs so they go all the way out in front of us, opening the feet up so that they're about mat's distance apart, flexing the feet, pulling toes to nose, pushing heels forward, reaching the arms out in front of you. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale as you draw in belly button to spine. You start to find that deep C curve, pulling the hips upwards towards the rib cage as we drag the heels towards us, rolling all the way down through the spine, shoulders down, head down, arms reach back overhead. Big inhale. Exhale as you lift the arms up, squeeze from underneath the armpits, press into the hips, press into the heels. Find that same C curve on the way up that you found on the way down. You're coming all the way up to seated and rounding forward through the upper back, reaching over for the toes for 3. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, tuck and roll. Shoulders down, head down, arms reach back overhead. Big inhale. Exhale as you lift the arms, squeeze from underneath the armpits, press into the hips, flex through your feet, pulling toes to nose, rounding up, finding that C curve, and then bringing it forward over the toes for 2 more. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, tuck and roll. Good. Shoulders down, head down, arms reach back. Big inhale. And then exhale, lift your arms above your shoulders, press down towards the tops of the legs, rolling up through your spine, come up to seated and round forward through the upper back. It's 1 more like that. We sit up tall, we'll tuck and roll. Shoulders down, head down, arms reach back, big inhale. And then exhale, lift your arms, squeeze from underneath your armpits, press down into the hips, press down into the heels, come all the way up to seated, and then round it forward through the upper back. Good. From there, bring it back up to seated, flip the palms towards each other. Inhale as you twist over towards the right. We're going to hinge at the hips, reaching the hands towards the outside of the right foot. Inhale, and then exhale, bring it back up. Same thing over towards the left, twist and reach. Good. Inhale. Exhale, bring it back up, come through center, and then open the arms out to T. From here, we side bend. Right hand down, left arm reaches up. Bring it back up through center, and then we go left hand down, right arm up. Let's do 1 more for good measure. Come up through center, we go over towards the right. And then we'll come over towards the left. Good. And then from right here, you're going to bring everything through center. And our first 2 exercises for this first circuit, we're going to start off with a weighted teaser. And then we're going to be doing side plank pulses, okay? So we'll use our weights for the first exercise for all of these circuits. You'll grab onto your weights, you'll lay down. I'll give you a couple options with this teaser. I'm gonna demonstrate starting in tabletop with the arms up above the shoulders. From there, reaching the arms out by your sides, you start to create a circle through the arms as you lift up through head, neck, and shoulders, extending the legs out, finding your teaser here. Rolling all the way down through your spine and then flipping your palms as you come back down. Okay, that's how I'm gonna do the teaser. You can do it with your feet down. You can kind of roll up to right here, that works fine. You can do your full teaser, you can do whatever you want to, okay? Side plank pulses, I'm gonna be doing them on the forearm. We're going to do 10, well, we're gonna have to split it up so it's even on each side. We'll do 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Second round, we're gonna end up doing 16. It'll be 8 and 8, it'll be 5 and 5. Yeah, and then we'll just do, I don't know, 2 and 2 or something. Okay, let's go ahead and come down to the mat. Now we're gonna have to rely on my counting skills. Bring your weights into your hands, lift the knees to tabletop. You'll reach the arms above your shoulders. When you're ready, we will kick things off. It's 20 teasers. Big exhale as you circle the arms out by your sides, extending the legs out, lifting up to teaser. Inhale as you start to bend into your knees. You can circle the arms back around. Okay, that's 20. And then lower down. Good, just creating that arc with the arms. And lower down. Good. Now the weights, I mean, they're not gonna make it the easiest thing in the world, but they should help just a little bit. Good. Okay, this is 14 once we go back up. I'm kind of kicking it off with a bang for 13. Good. If you'd like to take your feet down, take your feet down. Good. Okay, this is going to be 10. Ooh. Good. Okay, if you're doing the teaser with your feet down, your knees bent, you are still doing a teaser, right? So I don't ever want you to feel like you're not doing enough or you're not doing the exercise. You are. And you know, it's just as hard as the full execution of the teaser. So you take it how you need to take it. I'm pretty sure that's 7. Okay, we go for 6. For 5. For 4. Three. 2. And then last one. Good. Okay, with that last one, we come all the way down, really finish up that rep strong. Put your weights off to the side, and then let's start with the right side down. I'm gonna go right forearm down, and then I'm gonna start with my knees down. That's how I'm gonna take my side plank. I've got hip stacked, knee stacked, feet stacked. You're gonna lift up through that bottom side, lifting up and away from your mat, reaching your top arm up. From here, we're doing 10 pulses with the right side down, and then we'll switch to the other side. It's a little lift and lower. For 9, for 8, 7, 6. Good. Really pulling up through that right side oblique for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come through center, taking the left arm down. You're going to replace the right arm with the left. Open up towards the left side, reaching the right arm up, lifting up through that left side oblique. Tiny pulses for 10, for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can drop your hip down, take a second, breathe, press up off of your side, and then we're gonna flip it back over. We'll go back into our teasers, okay? We're warm, right? It was mean of me to make you start off with a teaser, but we're here, we're doing it, and I think honestly this is gonna be the worst of the 3 circuits, okay? The second 2 are gonna be a little bit repetitive because we're doing things single side. Okay, I talked long enough. We're coming back down, knees above the hips, arms above the shoulders, optional to have your weights in your hands. It's 15 teasers. Exhale as you circle the arms out and around. Lift up through head, neck, and shoulders, extending the legs out. Inhale as you bend into the knees. Let those arms circle out by your sides. Come back to start. Good, lift up. and then lower down. Good, we lift and lower. If you need to bring the feet down, bring the feet down. This will be 12 and lower. 11. Good, check in, really make sure you are breathing. I know it's tempting to not breathe when you're doing something difficult. Here's 10. For 9. For 8. Good, 7. For 6, also the only way we get better at teasers is to continue to practice them. I know that's not what you want to hear, but it is the truth. Good. Okay, this is going to be 5. You're right there. 5. Good. For 4. For 3. For 2. Good. And then last one. Good. We're coming all the way down with control. Feet come down, weights go off to the side. We turn over towards the right. You're gonna pop up onto that right forearm. Again, I'm gonna stay knees down. You're welcome to extend your feet out. We're doing 8 slow pulses each side on this one, just because we have to do one side then the other. When you're ready, little pulse up, little pull down. For 7. For 6, and you can extend the top leg out if you want to do a little bit more, but you don't want to go into the full side plank. 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you have the top leg extended, go ahead and bring it in, and then take your left forearm down, replacing the right, keeping elbow underneath the shoulder, lifting up through your left side, reaching the right arm up. 8 pulses, lift and lower. For 7, maybe extending that top leg out. For 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We bring it down, pull the knees in, press yourself up, and then we're going right back in. Hips go down, you can scoot forward. We're doing 10 teasers, and we're just gonna plow through it. Knees above the hips, bring the legs together, reach the arms above your shoulders. Big exhale, circle the arms out and around. Lift up through head, neck, and shoulders, extending the legs out. Inhale, so you lower the arms, bend the knees, bring it back to start. That's 10, we go for 9. And lower. Good, for 8. And we're gonna be seeing these Pilates Strength Pyramid classes for the rest of the month, but also in the upcoming challenge. So if you like these, wonderful. We're gonna be doing more of them. I think that was 6. Let's go for 5. Good, for 4. For 3. Good. For 2. And then last one. Good. Good, we come down with control, arms stop over the shoulders and then lower the arms down. Flip over to the right side. Okay, this time we are doing 5 pulses each side. I'm gonna come into my full side plank with the feet staggered, left foot in front, right foot behind, reaching up through the arm. It's 5 pulses up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left forearm comes down to replace the right. We open up to the other side. Again, I've got feet staggered. I just need to adjust here. Lifting up, reaching up through the right arm. We pulse 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your hip comes down. You pull the knees in, press up off of the forearm. We're gonna bust it out these last 5. We're doing 5 teasers, and then we're gonna hit 4 pulses on each side. Grabbing onto your weights, lowering down, knees above the hips. You can do anything for 5 reps. Reach those arms up. Big exhale as you circle out and around, lifting up through the head, neck, and shoulders, extending the legs out, and then inhale, bending into your knees as you lower back down. Good, we go for 4. And lower. It's 3. And lower. For 2. Whoo. And then last one. Good. Good. Lower all the way down. You can pull the knees in, take your weights off to the side, and we're getting right into that side plank pulse. 4 pulses each side. Right forearm goes down again. I'm going to pop up into that full side plank, reaching your arm up. 4 pulses. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can bring your top foot down, swivel through center over to this way, reaching the right arm up. We pulse 4, 3, 2, and 1. We drop the hip down. Bring the knees in, press up off of the left forearm. Both hands can go down, and then you'll find a child's pose. Okay, good. From there, bring everything in. Just take a second. Keep hanging out in your child's pose. Good news is the next 2 circuits, it's the same exercises. Both circuits, we're doing the whole pyramid on one side and then the whole pyramid on the second side, okay? So we're going to start by grabbing onto one of our medium weights. So let's start with the weight in our, let's start in the left hand. We'll step the right foot forward, and we'll take a high kneeling position like this, keeping hips stacked on top of the knee, shoulders on top of hips. Something similar to what we did in yesterday's class. You're going to take your weight right here, bicep curl it up towards the shoulder, open out, shoulder press, pull it in, all the way in, and then lower. So we curl and flip, lower, and then bring it down, okay? So it's gonna be a shoulder press for 20 reps, and then we're going to tuck the back toes under. You're going to lift up into a lunge right here, okay? And you're going to bend at your back knee as you lower down to lunge, and then press it back. Lift the arms as you bend the back knee, and then extend forward, hinging at the hips, pressing your hands back. So you'll bend and press, bend and press. So that one will be kind of more of a cardio-ish element, but again, similar things to what we did in yesterday's class so that we can practice them again. Okay, I'm gonna give us a couple more seconds. All right, and we're gonna get it done. 20, 15, 10, and 5. We'll do one side and then the other, okay? We're gonna get going here in just about 5. Stepping the right foot forward, left knee stays back. Weight in your left hand, 2 and 1. We bicep curl through that left arm, open out, press up overhead, bring it in as you rotate in, and then lower. So think of that as a bicep curl to shoulder press, and I'll show you from the front as well. Good, for 18. It's the first 2 sets that I think suck the most. Good. And you'll feel pretty much right away that you have to press into your right heel in order to keep you stable. Good. Good. Right, flip the palm out, press up. You're gonna lower as you flip the palm in and lower down. Hardest thing about these classes for me is counting. This is 10. And if you need a lighter weight, you're gonna take a lighter weight. I'm gonna take a lighter weight. For 8. For 7. 6. 5. Good. 4. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Left arm lowers all the way down. You're keeping the right foot forward, tucking your back toes under as you lift up into a high lunge, okay? Arms are going to reach back behind you as you start to bend into your back knee and shift the weight back. You lift the arms up overhead. Good, and then you're gonna shift forward, hinging at the hips, extending that back leg. We go back and then forward, okay? Pace is up to you. You can either match my pace, maybe go a little bit slower. We don't have to do the same amount of reps. That was 15, this is 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. First 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. With that last one, you're dropping your back knee down, untucking your toes, taking a second to breathe. We're going right back in, 15 reps. This is gonna go a little bit faster. You'll see, because that one's got a little bit of a cardio element. So you can put your right hand wherever you want to, tuck that tailbone under, take your weight into your left hand, bicep curl, flip out and press, bring it home, and then lower down. That's 15. Man, is it hard for me to talk? We go 11. For 10. 9. Trying to keep it slow because it is 2 separate movements. We go 8. For 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Good. With your last one, the weight lowers down. You're tucking your back toes under. You're going to lift up into that high lunge, adjusting your feet however you need to. If you need them a little bit wider, a little bit closer together, do that. Reaching the arms down by your hips. You're going to inhale as you shift the weight back, bend into the knee, reach the arms up, and then shift forward, extend that back leg for 14, 13. Good. Almost like you're trying to spring forward. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Back knee lowers down. Take a second. Breathe. Untuck your toes. We're going right back in. It's the same thing, 10 reps. Pressing into your front heel, grabbing back onto your weight with your left hand. When you're ready, tuck the tailbone, stay engaged, stay strong through your core. Exhale as you bend at the elbow, flip out, press up, bend, pull it in, and lower. We go for 9. And lower, we go 8. For 7, 6, 5. Good. For 4, for 3, For 2, and then last one. Good. Okay, with that last one, put your weight off to the side. We're almost there out of the second circuit, tucking the back toes under, pressing into the front heel, sweeping those arms back. When you're ready, you shift your weight backwards as you bend into your knee, reaching the arms up, biceps by the ears, and then push it forward. For 9, for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Bend into the back knee, lower down, adjust your feet. One more. We do 5 reps, 5 and 5, and then we're done. Pressing into that front heel, grabbing onto your weight with the left hand. When you're ready, it's a bicep curl. We open and push, lower, rotate, and then lower down. Yikes, we go for 4 as I almost topple over. For 3. For 2. And then last one. Good. With your last one, weight goes down. We tuck the back toes under, sweep those hands back by your hips. Inhale, shift back, bend the back knee, reach the arms up. Exhale, push forward. For 4. For 3. 2. Last one. Good. With that last one, lower the knees down, step your right foot back, and then whatever stretch you feel like you want to take right here, go ahead and take it. If you need a second, you're just going to take a second. Sometimes that can be a lot of pressure on that back knee. So if it feels a little bit funky, give it a second. Just kind of bend and extend to give it a little bit of movement there. Okay, we know what's happening the third circuit, I should say. We're repeating that second circuit one more time, hitting all those things on the other side, all right? So I'm gonna give you a couple more seconds. If you're not ready, that's okay. You can always pause it. Remember, that's the nice thing about doing classes on demand. We can pause whenever we need to, okay? But I think we're gonna just get set up in probably about 10 seconds. So if you wanna go ahead and pop up, I would do it. Keeping this time your right knee back, your left foot's going to step forward. We'll take our weight into the right hand. Let's do it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With that right hand, you flip the palm, you're going to bicep curl, turn out, press up, lower down, turn it in, and then lower down for 20. This is where it sucks. Good. We go for 18. Curl, flip, press, and lower. Good. Pressing down into your left heel. Good. Squeezing a little bit into the glutes. And also pressing down just a little bit into that right knee. That's 15. For 13. 12. And if you need to switch weights, you go 11. For 10. 9. For 8. 7. For 6. For 5. I'm going to try and do it for 5. Here we go. For 4. Whew. For 3. We'll go for 2. And then last one. Good. Lower all the way down, taking your weight, putting it off to the side. That was tricky. Pressing into your left heel, we're going to tuck the right toes under as we press up into that high lunge. Hands are sweeping back by your hips. From here, you shift the weight backwards as you bend into your back knee, reaching the arms up. Inhale as you propel forward, pushing the hands back by your hips. For 19. For 18. 17. For 16. And it doesn't have to be huge or fast. And if your knee's a little bit sensitive, that's okay. Just keep it small. We go for 10. Whew. As I fall over, it's always at 10. We go 9, 8, 7. Whew, wow. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Back knee lowers down. If you need a second, you're just going to take a second. That's all it is. You do what you need to do, okay? I know it's a lot on the knees. I know it is. So if you don't like this workout, that's okay. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. When you're ready, grabbing back onto your weight, we'll reset, pressing into that front heel, weight in the right hand, bend at the elbow, open, and push, bend, bring it in, and lower down. We go for 15. And my counting is on point, I promise, for 13. Trying not to swing the entire body around as you move, really pressing heavy into that front heel, engaging into both glutes to keep you upright and to keep your pelvis stable. Good, we go for 10, curl it in, open, press, bend, and lower for 9, for 8, seven, for 6. Good, we go for 5. I'm gonna try and do it the last 5. Here we go, 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. And then last one. Okay. The worst 2 sets are over with. Put your weight off to this side, press into your front heel, tuck the back toes under, press up into that high lunge. Take a second right there. If you need a little bit more time for your knee to kind of reacclimate to this movement, do that. We're holding the knee in a lot of flexion, so it might just need a little bit of love, a little bit of support, a little bit of a break. Hinge forward as you press the hands back, and then shift your hips back, bend into that back knee, reach the arms up. We go forward and then bring it in for 13, for 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, good, for 4, 3, 2, last one, good, bring it forward, bend into that back knee, lower it down. Okay, if you need a second or if you need to change positions, if this kneeling position is not for you, take a seat. You can do the same thing with your hips all the way down or even up and standing. We have 2 more sets to move through. Okay, so do what you need to do. Pause when you need to. Grab onto your weight in the right hand. Let's just knock it out. Let's just do it. Tuck the tailbone under. We're bicep curling, opening, and then pressing up overhead, bending the elbow, pulling it home. That's 10. Whew. Keep breathing. Bend and lower for 7. Good. For 6. See, not so bad. Not so bad. For 5. For good. For 3. For 2. And then the last one. Good, weight goes off to the side. We press into the front heel. We are just getting it done. Tuck those toes under, press up into your high lunge, hinging forward at the hips. Hands are pressing back by your sides. Energy from the shoulders all the way to the middle finger. Inhale as you slide the hips back, bend into that back knee, reach the arms up. Exhale as you propel forward for 9. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hinge it forward, drop that back knee down. We're going 5 and 5, and then we get to stretch. Grabbing back onto your weight, pressing into that front heel when you're ready. You go 5, curl, and press, lower, and take it down. You go for 4, bend, and lower for 3. Good, for 2, bend, and lower. Last one. Good. With that last one, your weight goes off to the side. Here we go. We're doing 5 reps, and then we get to stretch, pressing into that front heel, tucking the toes under, lifting up into your high lunge, hands pressing back by the hips. Inhale, send the hips back, bend into that back knee, reach the arms up. Exhale, propel forward for 4, for 3, 2, last one. Good. Back knee comes down. You're going to step your left foot back to meet your right, and then sit down onto your mat, swinging your legs off to one side. Good. Okay, take a couple moments. Just breathe. Just breathe. You can bring your hands right here to your hamstrings, gently pressing the chest forward, opening up through the shoulders, reaching the elbows out towards the sides of the room. Big inhale. And then exhale, you're gonna let it go. Okay, hands are coming right back behind you. Instead of pressing all your body weight down into your hands, I want you to lift up and away, finding space from shoulder to shoulder. We're going to drop both knees over towards the right. Take it back up through center, drop both knees over towards the left. Good, one more, we go to the right. And then over to the left. We'll come back up through center, reaching the legs all the way out. Keep that soft bend into your knees so you're not like overextending at the knee. Big inhale, reach the arms up overhead, and then exhale, gently press the chest forward, bend into your elbows. Find that nice stretch. Good, inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Good, for 2, inhale up. Exhale, bend. One more. Good. From there, your arms can come down by your sides or on top of the knees. We'll bring the legs together, and I'm gonna make you come up into a tabletop position. If that's a little bit too much on your knees, you can just wrap up right there, but if not, hands are going down, knees underneath the hips. Inhale as you arch into the back, open up the chest, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale as you press up and away, curving the spine, looking to the tops of the legs, pointing the crown of the head down for 2. Last one, inhale, arch. Good. Exhale, press up and away. Beautiful. From there, come back to neutral, taking your left hand. You're going to reach across towards the top right corner of your mat, pressing with the outside edge of your hand. You're going to bend into your right elbow, pull down, getting a stretch through your lats. Inhale. Good. Exhale, bring it back up. You take your left hand down, reach the right hand across, pressing to the outside edge of the hand, bending into the left elbow, pull down. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then bring it all the way up. You can either walk the knees in closer or walk the hands towards the knees. Bring yourself into a seated position, and you are all finished with me for the day. Hopefully you somewhat enjoyed this class. If you did, leave a comment. Please let me know. Remember, you guys are awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I'll see you back here for our next class.